Welcome to the show that delivers all the delicious topics. Everything is on the menu. We go inside the culture from artists to A&Rs to managers and memes. We may talk about entrepreneurship, sports, politics, current events, even relationships. I am your host, Lance Arrington, and I am with my co-hosts, my guys, Ryan Thomas and Ralph Dini, and this is the Hip Hop Diner. What's up, y'all?
Hibbity hip.
What's up? What's up?
Hop, hop.
Hoppity dop doo pop.
Call me ski
happening,
mask.
y'all?
Nothing, man. I just wanted to shout out to all my young
Just
boys
alter
that
ego.
inappropriately wear ski masks everywhere. Like,
This is Heisenberg. Heisenberg.
shout
We
out
just
to 'em.
robbed somebody.
Yeah, or didn't.
Or we on our way to rob
to the young,
somebody.
yeah, or not. Yeah, we're not doing any of that. We're just riding around ski mask on, intimidating everybody.
All right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
let's go in the bank. I got to make a withdrawal.
$25.
Yeah,
They be killing me with
let's
that
go
shit, though,
inside. Yeah,
Ever since this COVID shit happened,
let's
man,
put
these
on
ski
all
masks,
black and just walk to the corner
these
store
ski masks be fucking
with our
me up.
hands in our pockets.
Right. Let's walk up on this nigga with one hand in our pocket and
Yeah,
give him
and
a,
don't mean anything by it.
and
Like,
stare at him while you walking past.
License to carry in a camera.
yeah, none of that. Like, let's just do all inappropriate things with the ski mask on, bro. Like, let's just, cause it's like I come from. Let me take this off.
Yo, you ever had sex with a ski mask on?
I know a young boy that has.
Nigga, you can
Like,
get away with making all them ugly,
that's the
stupid
new-
ass faces.
That's the new socks.
Yeah.
Like I did it with
I've
my
done
ski
that.
mask
I've
on,
done
the new
that.
Gucci flip flop.
I feel like having sex with socks though. It's annoying because
No,
you
need
start
the grip.
slipping and shit. Yeah.
Not if you got some of them Sky Zone joints on.
Nigga, I go and put my flip flop
You
on.
need,
Like,
you
yeah.
need the grips at the bottom, baby.
Yeah, the soul right now.
The skid proofs.
Yeah.
Need the stop and goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like these young boys, I be ready to be like, young boy, listen, I come from a generation in the era where this meant robbery, dog.
Mhm.
I'm pre-corona.
treachery's
I'm
about to
pre-corona, dog. Like this meant like something bad was gonna happen. Ski mask was only meant for
Skiing.
not in the hood. We nowhere near mountains, baby.
You
Like
can ski.
diabolical things. Like yeah. Now you can't go somewhere without one of these Jones.
Nah,
Like,
skiing
wear
mean
no
to
mask.
slide up
I
on
don't
it.
even wear the regular mask. Every store I go in, they be like, yo, you got.
I'm anti.
I got like
I'm
15 masks in my pocket.
I'm an
different pockets.
anti-ski masker. I'm not an anti. I'm not an N95
What?
anti. I'm anti-ski mask. Like these dudes.
It's too much.
It's too much, bro. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much.
They is warm now.
They are.
And if
it's-
you work
and it's cracking
outside,
outside
or
right
you
now.
out early in the morning like me, you need that fucking ski mask.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be up out the house like
Real shit.
5:45. Yeah, it's like whoa.
You need that motherfucker.
and the gloves and the
And if you ain't scared,
like. I'd rather look like the perpetrator
don't
out
be
here
scared.
right now. Yeah, don't be.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. What's up, dude? Over there texting your old lady.
I'll be right back. I told you.
Yeah,
the
like,
Hip Hop
stop.
Podcast.
You heard that last
It's for
episode.
a
You
half
talking crazy,
hour.
bro. You was on that
We're
last
doing
episode.
two episodes
get into none of that
now.
shit,
You
bro.
was in the
It's
last
not. It's
episode.
the
Listen, I
second
nipped that shit in the
episode,
bud early
15
on.
minutes, I promise.
Like, I nipped that shit in the bud early on. Like, to make us relate. You want a relationship? All right, this is what I need from you. I don't want you to be on my top. Because I say you my girlfriend, that does not mean now you have the right to fucking question every move I make, who I'm going with, why I'm doing it. And I'm like, she's like, okay, that's fine. Why the fuck the next week she started doing that shit? I'm like, yeah, it's over.
Did I go back
It's
to the
over.
list of things, bro?
Right.
Like, it's that list.
I'm like, listen, man, once I give you the title of a girlfriend, you're going to stop sucking my dick all the time, what you know I need, multiple times a week, often. I need that often. I don't need sex often, but I need the head. And you ain't got to do it till I bust. It's cool. Just give me a good effort, a solid effort. It don't got to be to completion.
just
Like
gotta
if
be
you
okay
going
with
ham on the head, on the sloppy toppy, yeah, I appreciate that a lot. And you know, you ain't gotta worry about me. But look, I said once I give you this title, that shit's gonna slow down to almost never, and then I'm gonna have to ask. And then you get mad when I ask and say, why you don't never just let me do it? I was already thinking about it. Bitch, why you thinking about it? You should have just been doing it. And what happened? 2 weeks later, that shit started happening. I'm like, yo, what happened to my socks? Like, oh no, it's over. Can't do this. Relationship
Everybody
over.
has certain standards when it comes to relationships, certain things they expect to happen and all of that type of stuff.
But you gotta set that precedent in the beginning. Like I said, I know myself. I had to learn myself. And I know exactly what I need to not hurt your feelings.
To not hurt your feelings.
Right. And every once in a while, we're going to have
Never
a
met
threesome.
somebody that'll make you change that.
Listen, every
way of
once in a
thinking?
while, yeah. It's not set in stone that I can't compromise or
So you choosing
learn to grow with this woman. But listen, I was like, eventually, everything, all this shit is going to become routine. Like, she used to get super duper duper wet. And the dick sucks used to be super crazy. Like, oh my God. Yeah. Like, I used to be like telling her I loved her and shit on the second time she gave me head because, I taught her well, how to do it for me. And, but I'm like, listen, all this shit going to become routine after a while and you're going to stop giving me the same effort. Your vagina, you're not going to get as wet because you're not as excited
Which
no more.
becomes true.
Hold on. You know exactly.
That smoke killing me, dog.
I see.
Thank you.
You know exactly. I'm not gonna put it out though.
Hey, now.
You know exactly
over
what
there.
you know exactly what my sex is like. After a while, you know exactly what my sex is like. You can already envision exactly how it's gonna go. You know around what time I'm gonna ski and how to get me there, and I know how to do the same, vice versa. So everything becomes routine, and then it just becomes a whole. And I don't remember why I fell in love with this sex. So
Let me ask
that's
you a
why
question.
I said
Because I'm gonna play
cheating-
devil's advocate.
Hold on. That's to put a nail on, to put a period on my point from last week when I said that eventually everybody cheats. If not, you need a hall pass. So I told her, if you don't want me to cheat, every so often, it don't have to be 5 times a year, but at least once, we gotta have a threesome. It's like a reset button. Once I
You
go
got
ahead,
a lot of rules, bro. Like Ralph come with a lot of you got a long list
I
of
don't
things
have a lot
that
of
need
rules.
to happen.
I don't have a lot of rules. Listen, you don't have to do it. I told her, like, you don't have to do it, but just understand eventually I'm going to go get my dick sucked by somebody else. And you can be okay with that. Because, listen, that other person is going to take the load off of you. And my love for you is not going to change. I'm not going to treat you different. I'm not going to resent you. What the fuck? And if we can have a threesome, why the fuck can't, so I can get my dick sucked and I can fuck another girl with you? That's great, because we got to that point. But then it's like, she got tired of sucking my dick all the time. So it's like, well, let me just go get a head mistress. You know? A chick that's only going to give me head. I don't need to fuck. I definitely don't need to fuck. And not no big butt is going to take away Ralph. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to lose my love because I got a great dick suck from somebody else. You're going to make me happy. I'm going to appreciate you more. Like, damn, that's my baby. She love me.
What you doing for her, Ralph?
Whatever she want.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever she want from me. Whatever she need from me. I established that too. And when shit was getting hard, rocky and all that shit and arguments all the time, listen, what you need from me? How can I improve this relationship to make you happy again?
These spam calls, bro. My bad. Spam going crazy.
Damn,
So, yeah.
delicious.
I'm glad they label it though to let you know that it's a spam risk. Like, honestly,
is
like, so you're just not
delicious.
figuring it, like trying to answer every call.
Yo,
and trying
dude,
to
have
figure
y'all
it
been
out,
getting
like-
all these calls from police departments trying to get you to donate?
Not lately.
No, last year I was getting them, Jones.
Bro, I hate that shit. I'm like, yo, can you take me off the call list? I don't fuck with the cops. I would never give you $1. They be like,
Getting some Philadelphia.
they be
D-
shocked, like, what?
some
What's going on?
Philadelphia D-Zone 1 type of, I don't know what that is. It's like Philadelphia D-Zone 1. I don't know.
No.
I don't know what that means.
Only thing I got recently was a fucking red light camera, $100 ticket.
That ain't spam. Well, I
That
guess
shit
it
is real.
That's some shit
And
that
it's
you don't want to
real.
deal with. Like, who the fuck, man?
I
that
dealt
wasn't
with
me.
like another one, so it's
Your
real.
license plate say Ralph Dini, nigga. It was you.
It was you, bro. It was you. It was you.
Yeah, the license plate said me. It was me drawing. I gotta pay that shit.
But to your point on the relationship, bro, like, I understand what you're saying and I hear you, and it does become routine after a while, but that's on both sides of the table. Like, everybody just gets used to be like I said last time, that was everything. You always enter in with a certain excitement and a certain zeal, and then naturally that fades away, and you have to work on the motivation. Like, you don't stay motivated, you gotta work on the motivation. Like, you just gotta,
and that's what a relationship is about.
yeah. And then it becomes, that's why
Working.
it's more
Constant work.
that's why it becomes more than the physical attributes of a female. Like, if I can't sit there and talk to you, like, because the physical part of it, the sexual part of it, that's 10 to your point, 10 to 15, 20, depending on how to really, that's less time is spent on that than it is communicating, talking, trying to figure life out. So if I can't look at you with clothes on and have a regular conversation with you with clothes on, then what are we doing? Like, we can eliminate the sexual part of it. That's cool and all. That's why it ain't about this, that, how big that is, how what that get and all that. Like, if I can't talk to you outside of that, when we're done doing that and you not wet no more and I'm not her no more, how do I look at you?
That's why last week when you said, if you have less sex, would you have more success in the relationship? And I agree with you because that goes back to what I said. You got to learn yourself and know yourself, right? So therefore, you know yourself. You don't have to. Sex isn't driving you no more. You know what I mean? You got to step aside. You got to put sex aside and recognize, is this woman or this man worth putting my time into? Because like you said, if you can't have a conversation and grow and build with each other, if you're not mentally stimulated by this person, then you shouldn't be fucking him anyway.
Yeah.
Or dealing with him anyway, because you're just gonna drain the shit out you, or she gonna drain the shit out you.
And that's they gonna drain you. Like, you gotta find. So exactly. So when you meet somebody, that's all you know how to do is show them in that sense. Because I don't know you I don't know what your love language is. So all I know is I can physically. The fastest, easiest way for me to show you that I like you is to let you have me.
Knock them socks off.
Yeah, is to let you have me. And then once we do that, and I let you have me a few times, and now we just sitting here watching TV, or like the first thing happened, now we got to figure that out.
Right.
So how do we communicate when it's time to figure that out? Like, how do we talk to each other? Just because you good at doing that thing don't mean you not a weirdo with every other aspect of your life,
right,
on both sides.
And that's why I don't give chicks grade A sex in the beginning. No. I give you
It's
C,
a build up.
C, D.
Just to see if you're gonna stay with me. He the
Right.
prince is the frog to the prince.
He said he gives
move.
He said he gives him the C
grade. Yeah. C grade sex.
Down.
The CD.
Like once we build and I realize you're somebody that I can build with, then I'm gonna go all out. Just the females do the same shit. Like they'll say, a nigga never nut on my face, fuck no, blah blah blah. But then you got that one nigga that come around and you fall in love with him crazy, and you'll do anything for you.
It's always that part of it. Like, they don't say, like, it's
like
always,
they did this shit before already for some special guy. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess so, bro. Like, I don't care about none of that, bro. Like, can you help me get some? Yeah, no, I don't care about that. Can you help me get some money?
Dog, I love.
Like, can we build together? Like, I understand because I know how you get down. You that guy.
I love to sneeze on their face.
Yeah, like, I don't. That part of it, been there, done that. That's not mandatory.
It's fun though.
Can you help me build outside of that? Can we do something? Because that ain't gonna pay no bills. That's not gonna buy a house. All that little freaky deaky stuff is not helping me do anything other than go to sleep. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Like, that's the least important part of life.
And the crazy thing is, a lot of women, they accredit their success or their the the fuck am I trying to say? Their worthiness
to how they perform.
towards sex.
Men
Like,
do
yeah,
that too.
they shouldn't.
Yeah,
gotta
a lot
love
of
to learn
people do.
yourself.
People do more of that than actually. That's why everybody broke. Because we too busy worried about who nutting on people's
but-
faces, who butts
No,
is
but
big,
women-
who doing what,
women
instead of
agree to-
focusing on the money. Like, give me the ugly chick that can help me build the money.
It ain't
I
all
need
about
the
the money either, though.
Give me the money.
It ain't all about the money either.
No, it's
more
not.
So,
but it's more so about that.
Why you yelling at
It's
me?
more so. I'm not yelling at you, bro. It's more so about that because it's like you got kids and stuff. You got 10 kids. You got 13 kids, Ralph. Like, you know,
just
that's probably
wanna
why
add
you got
3, huh?
13. Because it's like, I don't know how you got 13 if it's mandatory for it to not even go in there.
What's going on?
Like if
'cause they gotta be
everything,
on the face.
if everything's upper shots,
Listen.
I don't even know how that.
I got
Like,
the
so-
best Acme cream you can ever get, women. You rub
But
it
that's
in.
so.
and
I
it's
mean,
awesome.
we just, you know, it's like.
Tightens the
That
skin.
used to be, I guess that used to be a little more important. But, you know, we had great sex and then them bills hit the mailbox and we sitting here all sweaty and panting and
Right.
feeling good about that.
Only thing you good
But we
for
ain't
is
got
sex.
no bread in our pocket to pay
Only
the
thing you go
light bill.
But what I was saying is women, I be seeing like interviews or other podcasts and shit like that, or just talking to females and you ask them what do they bring to the table, and they start looking at themselves. Or I could cook, I clean, this and that. But you're supposed to. That's not something extra. Right? Like you got your
Are they
ass done, you got
supposed
your,
to? Like,
your body done and all that shit looking
I
good.
feel
but
like
fuck
no
that.
one's supposed to. You brought up and making that statement is interesting to me.
Well,
They're not supposed to.
yes, they
Just
are.
like we're not supposed to pay the bills. Like no one's supposed to do anything mandatory to a gender role. Like, and that's the issue.
I didn't say
I
that
had to
only
learn
women are
that.
the one that's supposed to cook and clean. I didn't say that.
No,
Because
you said you supposed to.
yeah, you supposed to. That's fucking part of life, eating. And
No,
having
I
cleanliness.
thought you were saying in the as like that's what I do for a man. I
No,
cook and I clean.
no,
and
I'm
you
not
like, that's
saying
what you
that women.
supposed to.
I'm not saying only the women are supposed to cook and clean.
No, but some people
That's not
believe
what
that.
I'm
I
saying.
believed that at a certain. It wasn't even that I believed it. I wasn't trying to do anything different towards it. If that makes sense. Like, you know, and I feel like that's part of the mistake. Girls think guys supposed to pay the bills, and guys think girls supposed to raise the kids and cook the food and clean the house, and you know, and we think that's a 1950s way of thinking.
For me,
but it's still around.
it's up to whoever the two individuals is that's getting together. It's up to them.
On how it should be.
That's it.
Right. So if a woman is in a relationship with a chef, she's going to expect him to cook, right?
Probably.
So then his role would then change to the person that's cooking the most.
Yeah, but
I
then
mean,
you gotta have a conversation because just because I'm a chef doesn't mean that's what I do for a job. That doesn't mean like I'm gonna come home and cook for you every night. Just like somebody that's in an adult industry, like that's what I do for a job. Like I just want to come home and have normal sex with you. Like I don't want to have to do all
Like
that
I
crazy
said, it depends
stuff.
on those
Like,
two people.
so yeah, it depends, and it's an expert. To your point from the last time, if you get rid of all expectations, whether they're a chef or an exotic dancer, get rid of that expectation because that's not what you with them for. Like, because if you with me because I'm a chef, then just come to my restaurant. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that's not what I do 24 hours a day. So don't expect that from me. But people expect that. People think because you in the Benz that you supposed to have money. Like, I mean, maybe I just like them. Like, but people make the mistake of getting those wealth signs, those statuses of wealth, and not really having wealth and things like that. So we chasing stuff that's not even real based on people lying, not taking the time to really build on anything. Everything's superficial. It's like, you know, I don't want to really build the wealth. I'll just go get the Benz. Like, I'm not going to take the time to be broke for a while and really build a foundation of
like I
money.
said,
It's cheaper to just go
to
pay
me,
a $600
like I said,
car note.
It depends all on what people value. Everybody don't value wealth.
Right. That's why I said it's not all about the money.
Like you said,
Because money is very important.
some people
but
might value
mental health is way better. Is
Yeah.
like you can have
yeah,
you
definitely.
can have somebody that's poor all their life, but their household is amazing.
Because
It's healthy
Hold on
as
one
fuck.
second. I just want to say
Because
hold on one
right.
second. Can I just say rest in peace to my Uncle Barry and my Aunt Shirley. Rest in peace to y'all.
Rest
And
in peace,
Nelson-
man. Sorry for your loss,
Nelson
brother.
Cochran
But yeah.
from Penrose.
Yeah, I gotta tell you about that too. My sister wanted to know about that. But yeah, health. Yeah, mental health. I don't want to make it seem like money is everything, but it is definitely over that, right? Like, so it's a build up, right? Is money over sex, mental health and happiness over money, and is a build up, right? I would say. It depends on the person. To
me,
your point,
mental health
those spots
is over everything.
interchangeable.
To me.
Yeah, I put mental health above everything. But to your point, when them two people come together, some relationships might be sex over money, sex over mental health. Like, but it depends on the two combinations of people that come together. I just don't want to I just feel like
When you get together for money, you ain't thinking about mental health. You thinking about money. You thinking about gaining more money.
No, it's not. It's not that you thinking of. If you come together for money, it's more of a business transaction. But I was trumping his sex with money. That's all. I was just using that as a joker over that, But yeah, everything, mental health is king.
That's why you gotta know
Queen.
yourself. You gotta know yourself. Love
Take your
yourself.
time to love yourself and know yourself.
Mhm. And when you're in a relationship, man, you have to understand. It's never gonna be a time where he or she flat out tell you what their love language is. You gotta learn that shit yourself. But you gotta pay attention. And the way to do that is active listening and just understand the motherfucker. Understand how that person thinks and why they act the way they act. And then you'll understand their love language. Because for me, my love language, and I feel like a lot of men love language is shown through sacrifice.
Or we can just ask them. I don't think we ask enough direct questions. I think we do too much assuming and too much sitting there trying to figure the other person out instead of just asking them.
Yeah, but you might be misled with that. Because let's just say what's your love language? Oh, I like to cuddle and stuff like that. So your love language is touch.
No, you got to have a more, like me and Tash talked about this, right? But we actually had the examples of what the love languages are and had an educated conversation. You just can't throw something out like that. I guess that fall because from my understanding, it was, I think, physical, then like more like, do you want to have like words of encouragement? That's a love language. Do you want people to buy you stuff? That's a certain love language. Do you just want to spend time with the person? That's a certain love language.
Your love language is just
And
how
I
you
said
express
that's
your love.
interchangeable. And based on those examples, I was saying to her, everybody's love language is all of those things. And based on what day of the week it is, what you're going through at that certain time, you may need one day I don't need physical. I need you to give me words of encouragement. On a Tuesday, I might need physical and less words of encouragement. On a Friday, I might want you to buy me something. Like, so yeah, we have a dynamic way. Like my dynamic way is just rock with me and give me motivation. I don't really need you to buy me something. I don't really need you to be physical with me. To like you need to be physical with me enough to show me that you care about me. You get what I'm saying? But we ain't gotta go at it 8 times a day like rabbits. Like I need you to be my cheerleader more than anything. Cause I'm out here trying to make something happen. So I need that from you. I don't really need the other stuff. Like not, the dynamic thing, but I don't know what your love language is. If that's,
I
you
just said
need
it.
that.
I said
You need the physical more than
no. I said my love language, and I think that a lot of men love language is shown through sacrifice. And love language, in my definition, is just a way how you express your love for that person, for that individual.
no
How
the
you
love
make them-
language. Like
no, I said what I think the definition. Don't tell me no, nigga.
no, but I'm saying let me finish what I'm saying.
All
Like
right,
the
go
love
ahead.
language, like Yeah, I guess, but you need to figure out what their love language is, right? You it's more like trying to figure out and accommodate what their thing is. Us being sacrificers doesn't mean anything if she doesn't need us to sacrifice.
No,
Like we got to figure out what hers
but
is,
we
right?
do though.
And they got to figure out what ours is.
All right, so you're not really understanding what I'm trying to say. You're not really grasping what
No,
I'm
I
trying
feel
to
like
say.
you doing it from like from. Let me see if I'm understand. Let me say what I feel like you saying. I feel like you saying when you say my love language is I sacrifice. That's the giving part of it. Like I'm saying it from like what does Ralph need from her? Not what Ralph gives to her. What does Ralph need from her?
Well, that wouldn't be my love language. What I
That
need
is
from
part
her.
of it. Yeah.
Nah, it's not. My that would be her love language.
No, your love language is giving and receiving. How you receive a message is just as important how you give a message. So your love language is also how you interpreting what your significant other is saying to you and what you expect her to say to you. Like you say, I expect her to give me this, that, and the third. That's your love language. I expect you to be physical with me 3 times a day, and I expect you to let me do it on your face. That's your love language, right?
No.
What is that then? Just obligations? Like that's what you need in your relationship. You need other things, but you started out saying, I need these things. And if I don't get these things, I'm going to have to go and get them from somebody else. So that's part of your love language. And she has to either be on board with that or not be on board with that. So our job is to figure out what her love language is. And we got to either be on board with that or not be on board with that. It ain't about what we giving them. It's about what they want from us.
So how the fuck you gonna sit here and tell me no when I say that I feel like a lot of men love language is sacrifice? It's shown through sacrifice. How you just say no? We
I
just
didn't
gotta
say-
worry about.
no, I was just
you
giving
said
you
no,
my
nigga.
opinion
You said no and
on,
you
like-
shut it down.
No, I didn't shut it down.
You
just
are.
stated
You're
my
telling me
opinion.
how we got to figure out theirs instead. When I'm
No, I
just
didn't
trying to
say
speak on one
instead.
aspect of the love language. I know it's a two-way street. Language, you know, you gonna speak to somebody, they're gonna speak back. I understand that. But you just like, no, it's more
'Cause
so about what you got to give them.
Because my love language isn't sacrifice. Like
I
mine would
said
be-
most men. I didn't say mine's, Lance, and Ryan's.
I don't think you can make that general assumption either, bro.
Let me break it down for you, because me and you we had multiple conversations, you know, and you feel like you just said like you need motivation and shit like that with your woman, from your woman, right? You want her to appreciate all the hard work that you're doing to better the family, right?
Yeah, but that's not sacrifice. Like when I was making music, I want you to listen to my song and tell me whether it's good. Like I want you to be bumping that shit around the house. Like that's what I want for. It's not a sacrifice thing. If I'm at the store working, I want you at the store working with me too when you can. Like I want you to be my cheerleader. It ain't really about I want you to acknowledge my sacrifices. Me making music isn't a sacrifice that I'm doing for you. It's something I'm loving to do, and I want you to kind of love it also. That's what I mean by me. Like it's not really the sacrifice, because I would be doing this, to your point, whether I was with you or not. I'm not doing this based on because I'm with you. I'm doing this because I'm trying to make it out here. So I just need you to be my cheerleader.
So I think you're hearing sacrifice, and it's giving you it's just a bad word for you because it's triggering something else. Is when I say sacrifice. All right, so when I say our love language is sacrifice, you saying like if you were a rapper, you're doing it for you, this and that, right? But you're also, it doesn't, rap is a bad example. All right, for example, my baby mom, she felt like I didn't love her, right? We were together and we had a kid. And I'm like, how the fuck do you think that I don't love you? And I'm sitting here, working extra hard to get this relationship back I moved to Florida with you and all this other shit. Like, I gave up a lot of shit and changed myself for you. You're like, how the fuck can't you see that? I sacrificed a lot. Oh, well, you're not affectionate enough. So I changed that shit too. I gave her more affection. But she didn't see my sacrifice for anything. And I wanted her to understand that all this shit that I'm changing for you is to show you that I love you.
Because sacrifice to me is like, I don't want to give this up, but I'll give it up in order to make you happy. So it's like when you say I sacrificed, like that was the issue. Maybe you shouldn't have went to Florida. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just I don't know. Like, you right. Like, I'm not even saying that you wrong. Like, I just feel like every situation is different. Like, some people are sacrifices. Some people are, I want you to see what I'm giving for this. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I want you to see what I'm doing for you.
But
I
I
feel
don't
like
need
that's
praise
not even
for it, though.
genuine. Like,
I don't need praise for it either. Earlier you said that you're looking for somebody, you think that I'm the person that's supposed to acknowledge your sacrifice. I don't need praise for my sacrifices. I just want you to understand that I'm going to great lengths for you.
but it's
To
you
be
making it
with
sound,
you.
yeah,
To be with you.
But when I hear that, it's like, but I don't really want to do this, but I'm doing it for you, right?
No. No. It's not that I don't want to do it. It's just that I didn't think to do it, or I heard your concerns and needs, and now I'm implementing it. I'm trying to do it this way for you.
I mean, because I'm actually
overall, the want is to be with that person.
exactly. I'm
You
in
know
the
what I mean?
process of, I've had to recognize that, like, to your point, I had to recognize what the underlying things was. Like, I do need to do more things around the house. The
Sure.
invisible stuff, the gender role stuff that, like, I wasn't assuming that you should do. I just wasn't, to your point, thinking to do it.
Right.
When I met you, you was washing clothes. You're a clothes washer.
Right.
I don't think to help you wash clothes, but you resent me for not helping you wash the clothes, because every time I ask you for where's clean clothes, you thinking to yourself, nigga, you can also wash the clothes.
Right. But then we in relationships, man, like, we gotta understand, we gotta learn the other person. Because just because she has a strong suit of tidying up, washing clothes, on top of all that shit, to where as though she not down to her last pair of boxers like I would do, or my last pair of socks. She on top of it to where as though she always got clean linens and shit in her. You mean everything already folded and everything. So we gotta understand that we see shit differently.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Absolutely.
when my shorty walk in a room, she could walk over a piece of trash a bunch of times,
Mm-hmm.
or a patch of hair
Mm-hmm.
on the side of the sink multiple
Mhm.
times, or leave her fucking scarf on the sink.
Mhm.
But to me, it's a fucking eyesore.
Mhm.
And as she step over it, I'm looking at, what the fuck? You don't see that there? But I don't get mad at her. I do get mad a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking human, because that shit be fucking annoying. What's wrong?
Mhm.
Like, you can't see that shit. I know you can see it because I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
But just because I can see it don't mean that it's supposed to register in her head. I mean, this shit just don't register.
Tune back in for part 3.
Yeah, like they don't see it. And,
Tune back in for part
and
3.
that's
We ain't done with this
they
one.
just, no one sees, no two people is going to see anything in the
Not
world
at
the
all.
same. Like, and it's
Never.
just, and once you approach it that way, it makes it a lot easier. She not going to see that bowl. Like, I go through that too. Like, you didn't see the,
All right, that's
like,
why
you
I
actually put the bowl there.
All right, that's why I said you gotta
you know
understand
it's
the
there.
whys behind your person. You gotta understand what make them tick and why
But
they
I
act the way
equate
they
it to,
act.
I laugh at, because you ever get mad at somebody driving? You
Hell
ever-
yeah, I get mad at that. I'll
But
be
then
wanting to
you,
GTA the shit out them
Yeah,
niggas.
but then you find yourself doing the same dumb shit. You just got mad
Of
at
course,
somebody.
of
Yeah, so
course.
I think about that every time I'm about to get mad at her about something. It's like, I'm sure 10 minutes from now, I'm going to do some dumb shit that's going to equate to this. So let me
Every
just,
time.
let me just let it slide off and keep it pushing,
But
because
then
it's
that's
easier.
you let it slide off too many times, and then it's gonna build up and explode.
Well, it depends on what you letting slide off. You get what I'm saying? If it's little stuff, if we not gonna break up over it, then I'm not. We don't need to sit down and have a powwow about it. But you know, if you know this nigga keep texting you or something, then we need to talk. Like I can't keep letting that happen. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the dishes thing and that little stuff is like that's the sacrifice. I feel like it's like no, I don't want you. I want you to take this bowl down, and I want to yell at you because you didn't take the bowl down, but I'm not. That's me doing the sacrifice, but I'm not because I know at some point I'm probably gonna do something that you don't like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna run the shower water too long and don't leave no hot water for you.
I fucking hate that shit, man.
Exactly, like because I don't think like honestly, I'm not thinking about you when I'm in the shower. Like, and maybe I should more, but I don't.
Hey, listen, don't say that shit again. Because my people, they watch this shit, and the motherfuckers I live with, they do that shit too.
Eat up all the hot water.
Don't fucking think that it's cool, because that's some bullshit.
Yeah, no,
if you're not directly under the water, turn the shit off. No, if you're washing your body, you don't need the fucking water. You're gonna angle the shower head so it's fucking washing the wall. It's wetting the wall up. The wall is extra warm and cozy because it's all the hot water on it.
Bro, I'm not even. Dog, I'm talking level. I'm talking level extinction. Like I'm not even in the shower yet. Like that joint just running.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that's because I need a sauna. Like
no, you don't.
My dream house
fucking
has
steam up the mirrors.
My dream house has a fireplace in the bathroom.
Fireplace.
Dead ass, bro. Fireplace in the bathroom.
Sauna or the steam.
Like I can't. The cold bathroom thing. I can't do it.
Yeah. I hate it. The toes be cold as shit.
And the other thing,
cold.
the other thing about the shower water thing is that was my first very ASMR, right? That sound thing. Because what it was, like, I used to have to get up early with my parents. Right. So my mom would wake me up and she would go get in the shower.
And you'll hear it running.
Yeah, or I would go lay on the bathroom floor as a kid and go back to sleep. Like while she was in the shower. And then she would wake me up.
Clingy shit is that?
You was psychotic.
Yeah, she would wake me up. I was a little kid, bro. Like I shouldn't even have been waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
You shouldn't have been.
And she would wake me up to go take me to my grandma's house because they had to go to work. Yeah, so I would go sleep back on the floor. She would wake me up. You gotta get dressed. And as I got older, my bedroom was behind the bathroom. So it was like connected. So I always heard people in the shower, and that would help me go to sleep. Water running, shower, rainwater, all that. So, you know.
All right. One thing I want to say, one little snippet before we go. Women, when you use the fucking toilet, lift up the seat and also wipe. Just a little FYI. I fucking hate it. Because the seat is down. So they sit down on the toilet seat. So 9 times out of 10, unless they're OCD type person or they had this conversation with somebody before.
It's splashing up.
It always splash up. So when your period on, just know that it's going to be some red shit under the fucking lid. Wipe it. Clean it, please.
Like, y'all want us to put it down?
I wipe every time.
To pull it up.
Like, I wipe all the time, and I can't stand when motherfuckers, like men, when they go to the bathroom, they piss, and they just leave the droplets of piss on the fucking bowl.
Yeah, like
that annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah, like come on, man. Yeah, like
wipe that shit.
With that. Yeah,
you know I
agree with that.
So same
first
thing
of
for
all,
the women.
get better. I get into religion though. Like first of all, you got to do better with that anyway. But yeah, you should be wiping that and like putting some water on it and doing all of that type of stuff.
Lysol that shit. Lysol the shit first and then wipe it. You know what I mean? You good.
That's just a tidbit of some house tips from my man Ralph. Like,
yeah, and also
tune in to Ralph's
all
house
that other
tips.
shit.
Yeah, on HGTV. New show coming soon. Like, you know, we gonna tear it down and build it back up and tear it down again. Like, 'cause that's what it is. Like, you know.
I mean, I know I say a lot of wild shit, but if you just give me a chance to listen, active listening, I know a lot of y'all heard some shit and it just triggered y'all, and y'all just was like, "Oh, this motherfucker crazy." But if you actually listen, you gotta understand where I'm coming from sometimes.
His opinion isn't just his opinion. His opinion is shared by a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's not just one. It's a lot of people that see things the way Ralph sees, people that see things the way I see it, the way people that see the things the way he see it. He's single, so he don't really got, you know,
Yes,
Thank
you do.
you. I don't want to put his stuff out there. I just threw him out there. This girl like, what you mean? My bad. If there's a Mrs.
I'm
Thug
single.
Nasty, if there's a Mrs.
single.
Thug Nasty
Right,
out
single.
there,
You locking this shit up?
I apologize.
How about that? I'm about to throw my shit out. and lock
Get
it
out of
up.
here.
Here we go.
Yeah.
All
I
Judd
would
money.
do if you do.
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
It's not locking no hair up.
Wait, hey. I'm about to lock my shit up. I
Oh,
know my
Rat
shit be spinning and all that 360 and all that sexiness, but
Oh,
I'm gonna
Rap
go
Cat.
ahead and what? Rap cap? No,
Oh, Rap Cat.
never.
Well, I'm glad we, got another one out.
All right,
We good.
signing off.
We back at it.
Peace.
I love you guys. Until next time, I hope
No
y'all
doubt,
enjoyed
no
the
doubt,
episode.
no doubt.
Yeah, you
The
know what I'm
Hip Hop
saying?
Diner.
So the next time I see y'all, go fuck yourself.
One.